it now because sometime later becomes never. Namaskar, welcome to PT Pointers, and in this video, we are going to cover major headlines of the Hindu, Indian Express, and Press Information Bureau. So, without wasting any time, let's start today's discussion. And our first headline is related to Akhaura-Agartala रेल लिंक, जिसका इनॉग्रेशन आज प्राइम मिनिस्टर्स ऑफ इंडिया एंड बांग्लादेश के द्वारा जॉइंटली किया जाएगा. दिस रेल लिंक प्रोजेक्ट हैज बीन एग्जीक्यूटेड अंडर गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ग्रांट असिस्टेंस ऑफ मोर देन 390 करोड़ एक्सटेंडेड टू बांग्लादेश. द रेल लिंक इज 12.24 किलोमीटर्स एंड इस प्रोजेक्ट की सहायता से इंडिया एंड बांग्लादेश रीस्टैब्लिश करेंगे रेल कनेक्टिविटी थ्रू त्रिपुरा after a gap of nearly 7.5 decades, and ये reduce करेगा time and distance needed to reach Tripura, Southern Assam and Mizoram from Kolkata, and it will also help boost India-Bangladesh trade in agricultural products, tea, sugar, construction items, iron and steel, consumer items, besides people-to-people ties. And do you know friends, Akhaura Junction located है बांग्लादेश में, and it has a rich history of commercial and cultural ties with India's northeast region since the colonial era. And do you know friends, अखौरा-अगरतला रेल लिंक के साथ दो और प्रोजेक्ट का इनॉग्रेशन आज होगा, एंड ये हैं खुलना मोंगला पोर्ट रेल लाइन प्रोजेक्ट एंड मैत्री सुपर थर्मल पावर प्रोजेक्ट. These three projects have been executed through assistance from India. Our next headline is related to Rohini Nayyar Prize, which has been instituted in the memory of the life and work of eminent economist, administrator Dr. Rohini Nayyar. It is conferred annually and it recognizes an individual's outstanding contribution to rural development, whether in civil society, government, enterprise or academia. And this year, social worker Dinanath Rajput was awarded the Rohini Nayyar Prize for outstanding contribution to rural development. Our next headline is related to Sandeep Shinde Committee, which was appointed to decide the procedure for granting Kunbi caste certificates to the Marathas in the Marathwada region. And ये न्यूज में अभी इसलिए है क्योंकि रिसेंटली महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट ने एक्सेप्ट किया है फर्स्ट रिपोर्ट ऑफ दिस कमिटी. एंड डू यू नो फ्रेंड्स, कुनबी एक कम्युनिटी है जो कि एसोसिएटेड है एग्रीकल्चर के साथ, and it is grouped under other backward classes category in Maharashtra, and it enjoys reservation benefits in education and government jobs. Our next headline is related to Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and ये न्यूज में भी इसलिए है क्योंकि रिसेंटली इनकी बर्थ एनिवर्सरी ऑब्जर्व की गई थी ऑन 31 अक्टूबर, एंड इसको सेलिब्रेट किया जाता है एज नेशनल यूनिटी डे इन इंडिया. एंड ऑन दिस ओकेजन प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया launched multiple development projects of worth 160 crore, and fifth edition of the Aram program was also held on the theme of harnessing the power of disruption. अगर हम आरम की बात करें तो इसको लॉन्च किया गया था इन 2019 by bringing together all trainees of all India Civil Services and Group A Central Services. The course provides a first-hand introduction to the ideas, challenges and responsibilities of governance in a large and diverse country. And do you know friends, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel was born in Gujarat in 1875. He was a lawyer and emerged as leading Congress leader and associate of Mahatma Gandhi during the independence struggle. And as the first Home Minister of independent India, he is credited with uniting hundreds of princely states into the union with his mix of persuasion and firmness. and Statue of Unity इन्हीं को डेडिकेट किया गया है, जिसका इनॉग्रेशन प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया के द्वारा 2018 में किया गया था. ये वर्ल्ड का टॉलेस्ट स्टैच्यू है with height of 182 meters. Our next headline is related to section 153, 153A and section 120 of the Indian Penal Code. And ये न्यूज में भी इसलिए है क्योंकि recently Union Minister booked for remarks on blast. Now let's know more about these sections. So friends, section 153 is related to wantonly giving provocation with the intent to cause riot, and 153A deals with promoting enmity between different groups on grounds of religion, and section 120 is related to causing nuisance and violation of public order through any means of communication. Our next headline is related to One Nation One Registration Platform and ये न्यूज में भी इसलिए है क्योंकि नेशनल मेडिकल कमीशन लॉन्च करेगा वन नेशन वन रजिस्ट्रेशन प्लेटफॉर्म फॉर डॉक्टर्स अक्रॉस द कंट्री टू एलिमिनेट duplication and red tape, and it will allow public to access information on any physician working in India. Our next headline is related to Goa Maritime Conclave, जो कि इंडियन नेवी का आउटरीच इनिशिएटिव है and it provides a forum for exchange of views by the chiefs of navy or heads of maritime agencies on dealing with contemporary and future maritime challenges as well as presenting cooperative strategies for enhancing interoperability amongst partner maritime agencies. Our next headline is related to Deep Ocean Mission, जिसको अप्रूव किया गया था यूनियन कैबिनेट के द्वारा in 2021 and इसके 6 पिलर्स हैं डेवलपमेंट ऑफ टेक्नोलॉजीज फॉर डीप सी माइनिंग and manned submersible to carry 3 people to depth of 6,000 meters in the ocean. Next is development of ocean and climate change advisory services, technological innovation for exploration and conservation of deep sea biodiversity, deep ocean survey and exploration, harnessing energy and fresh water from the ocean, and establishing an advanced marine station for ocean biology. And do you know, friends, Matsya 6000 is India's flagship deep ocean human submersible that aims to reach the ocean bed at depth of 6,000 meters. Now, recently, President of India terminated the services of an Indian Army major posted with Strategic Forces Command Unit because an army inquiry had found that major was involved in several lapses which compromised national security. The President, exercising powers conferred by Section 18 of the Army Act 1950, read with Article 310 of the Constitution and all other powers enabling in this behalf. And do you know, friends, Strategic Forces Command is responsible for operational and administrative control of the country's strategic and tactical nuclear assets. Our next headline is related to My Bharat platform, जिसको लॉन्च किया गया है recently प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑफ इंडिया के द्वारा. It is an autonomous body which will benefit the youth in the age group of 15 to 29 years. It is a phygital platform which comprising physical activity along with an opportunity to connect digitally. With the help of this, youth can connect with programs, mentors, and their local communities. Our next headline is related to India Business Excellence Fund for Acquirer, which is a Category 2 alternative investment fund registered with SEBI. It primarily invests in equity and equity-linked instruments and or debt or other instruments of Indian or Indian related companies. Our next headline is related to Project Smart, which envisages developing surrounding areas of Mumbai, Ahmedabad high-speed railway stations to enhance accessibility and convenience of commuters and other stakeholders to promote economic activities in the vicinity of station areas. Our next headline is related to Special Operation Medal, जिसको constitute किया गया था in 2018 with objective to recognize those operations which have high degree of planning, high significance for the security of the country, state, or union territory. This award shall be conferred for special operation in areas such as counter-terrorism, border action, arms control, प्रिवेंशन ऑफ नार्कोटिक्स, स्मगलिंग एंड रेस्क्यू ऑपरेशंस. इसको अनाउंस किया जाता है हर साल 31 अक्टूबर को. नाउ रिसेंटली इंटरनेशनल सोलर अलायंस अनाउंस्ड that global solar facility is set to receive a capital contribution of $35 million. And do you know, friends, global solar facility एक पेमेंट गारंटी फंड है जिसको फॉर्म किया गया है इंटरनेशनल सोलर अलायंस के द्वारा to stimulate investments into solar power projects. Our next and last headline is related to Yashaswini, जो कि एक expedition है of women bikers of Central Reserve Police Force, and it is held in collaboration with the Ministry of Women and Child Development. Yashaswini 150 CRPF women bikers का एक ग्रुप है which celebrate women power और नारी शक्ति across the country. So with this, let's conclude our today's discussion. Thanks for listening, and for regular updates, you can follow us on various social media platforms.